Hello, everyone. Michael S. Ward here, and let's talk about Big Brother 27, episode 19. Big Brother 27, episode 19, and it's a fresh start after an eviction on my last video. So, right now we're looking at the head of household. Well, most of you probably know uh, who the head of household is, but this is my opinion on it and what I saw and what I liked and disliked. So at the beginning, I did see um, Mickey and Ashley talking, and Morgan and Rachel, and those two groups had some type of um, not to say we're not getting along. They just weren't um, jiving together. Mickey was aggressive to Ashley. I mentioned that the last time, and saying that Mickey was mainly treating herself like she was going to be the winner, and there's things that Ashley can do to help her. And lo and behold, Morgan did the same thing to Rachel, and said that Rachel might, the people were talking about and want her out, and that she wanted to work with Rachel so that she can get herself to the end. And of course, this offended both Ashley and Rachel, but Ashley is sticking with Mickey, and Morgan just didn't know what she had said to upset Rachel. So she's so into herself, she doesn't recognize what we all saw at home. She was just assuming that Rachel was going to lose. And so, that little part is out the way. But I've come to the conclusion that Mickey is really a controlling person. And it's a shame. I really was on Mickey's side, but she's so boldly now, so aggressive in her speech. And I mean, not aggressive in boasting. She just talks to people and wonders out loud basically how she can get to the end. And she's favoring herself on these conversations. Mickey's not thinking about what Ashley thinks, even though she considers Ashley lower than what she is. And I don't think you should underestimate Ashley, because she has some kind of aura about her, and being a little ditzy, kind of in the Ava range, but she's not mean and malicious. And Keanu is trying to be closer to Rachel in this episode at the beginning. He tried to talk with her and tell her his little side of the story. He was basically trying to get close to her and be nice as somebody like Keanu can be. Because Keanu is also a sideways insulter. Now, I have to say, Mickey, Morgan, and Keanu are not good at speaking with people about things. They're aggressive in their conversations. So Keanu did try to speak to Rachel, and he tried to tell her what he could do before the competition. And Rachel basically just said, listen, thanks for the conversation, but she says, we are not in the same boat. We have people that want us out. Rachel is realistic. She says, people want us out. They want you out and they want me out. And the way Keanu was speaking with her, he made it sound kind of not that, and she said she basically brought reality back to him, whether he wanted to hear it or not. And they didn't get mad this time. She didn't get mad at him. She just kind of like, um, all this stuff you said means absolutely nothing to me. And I was proud that she said that to him, because what he was saying was just a lot of malarkey. Because you know, Kinu is good at doing this stuff, at winning competitions. Well, anyway, they had a game of where they would find um, the same objects that they tell them to find after they looked at 3 or 4 rooms. Um, the game was kind of a little bit over my head because it was actually pretty quick. They edited and cut it down for a good bit, because each contestant had to go in 3 to 4, let's say 4 rooms, 4 or 5 rooms, I'm not sure how many it was, and find and memorize whatever they see in the room. That's kind of hard to do when you're looking at everything in each room. But and so what they do is they just try to memorize it, and then they bring them all out, and then they tell them what they need to go to the room that has this. And the this on that was 3 red flowers. So it looked like there was flowers in each room, but as far as the amount, that was what was in question. And so everybody went back into the room they thought had the 3 red flowers. And Rachel ended up being the only one that went to the correct room. So she won the head of household on that competition. And I'm okay with that. I think Rachel is going to get a little revenge on people, and she's always ready for a good fight. That's one thing that's good about it. She doesn't back down. And as she says, she is the queen, and she knows that people always come after the queen. And so she is just, she's in charge. So now she has to choose who she wants to be on the eviction block. So, of course, Vince also, like Kenu, um, went to Rachel to butter her up after the game. And Kenu knew that Rachel was not after him, because she talked to him halfway decent when he was making those crazy comments to her. But that was not on her map. The what she wanted was Vince, Vinny. And Vince tried his best to just suck up to Rachel. And of course, it wasn't working, because he might as well just sat back and just waited for her to call him out, because he was one of the ones that she put up for eviction. And when it came to the next person, Mickey had went in and told Rachel after she won the contest that one of the young ladies, Kelly, had mentioned that something about Rachel that was not good. Rachel considered it because she wasn't sure whether Mickey was telling the truth. And so she went to Kelly to ask her, did she say this in front of a group of people? Well, Kelly's not the kind that's able to really lie real good. So she just flat out said, well, I didn't mean that way, and so and so. And because Rachel thought she was friends with Kelly. And she was really upset that Kelly said that behind her back. But I think Rachel knows everybody says anything in a group of people in Big Brother. So it might have just been the way she was feeling at that time. I think Rachel was more forgiving of it. But let's see here. What's this? Rachel was more forgiving of it, and then Rachel put Mickey on the block along with Vince. And because Mickey is so tight with Morgan, Rachel put Morgan up also. Because Morgan was the one that talked so down to her about on that. So I can't disagree on this lineup that Rachel has out there. The Vince, Morgan, and Mickey. But I think the strongest one that she may want to get out is Vince, because Vince led to her friend Jimmy being put out of the house, evicted. And so she's got a grudge with all three of them. But it's hard to tell how hard this grudge is going to go after they do the competition on Wednesday. So right now it is Vince, Morgan, and Mickey up on the block. And I'm going to tell you, Mickey just got caught. Because, Mickey was just daydreaming about strategy to her friends and other people about what to do and stuff. And so at a time when more people are peeled off, this is when you need to zip it. Mickey didn't zip it. Mickey just daydreamed and went on about watching out for Rachel. She was watching out for this person, that person. So she was kind of just, and she had Ashley, and she tried to bring Ashley and Will in. Ashley and Will were not up to sabotaging Rachel, because Will likes Rachel. Will has no problem with Rachel, and Ashley don't have a problem with him. So they're sitting there like, what is she talking about? How did we get here? And nobody told Rachel about what Mickey said, but Ashley and Will were really not wanting to go with it, and was not going to go with her plan, because I think she was talking about it before Rachel won the head household. So Mickey is talking too much. If she gets out of this, she needs to zip it. And I like the way Ashley is playing. I like the way Will is playing. And I don't mind Vince being up there. Vince is a nice guy. But, Vince getting caught, sucking up too much. It's just, and people are just finding it out. So he needs to just kind of chill out too. So Mickey and Vince need to chill out and let the contest happen, and then they can see which way they need to go. Well, this is just a little quick roundup of what happened on the current episode 2719. And I hope everybody has a good time watching the next episode, and I'll find something else good to talk about, and we'll see how things go in the house. I'm trying to do more reviews of things I watch, like Alien, and I really enjoyed that. And yeah, these were Big Brother is holding up his bargain here. And I watched it. It was just like the episode was so short because it was that good. I was just sitting there just watching it like a bird in the tree, just watching a prey or something. It's just you're just looking and seeing how good this was. But yeah, I liked it. So everyone, have a good evening, and once again, thank you for dropping in.